You are now listening to the Fight Horizon podcast, hosted by Dan Rathmanner. Join him on his journey where you will meet people from all walks of life and their connection to jiu-jitsu. Now, with no further delay, let's fight the horizon.
Fight Horizon number 26 with Fight Horizon's own international man of mystery, Evan Kachura.
Hey, welcome.
Hey,
I'm welcoming myself.
Welcome. Thank you for welcoming me. I appreciate it.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning, world.
We're doing it pretty early in the morning, so I'm only on 2 cups of coffee. I don't really start off, firing off till about like 5 or 6. So
yeah, I had a shake, and now I'm on some blended mocha. That's my jam.
Blended mocha.
Yeah, look, they put little chocolate beans, or chocolate covered espresso beans, and they throw them in the blender. That's what all those little black spots are.
Think there's any MCT oil in there?
No, but I'm sure you could ask.
Oh. Have you ever made like MCT oil coffee?
I've had it in coffee before. Yes,
Shit's
I did
hard
it
to
for a
mix.
while. Yeah, I think you just kind of get used to the I'm swallowing straight oil.
Yeah,
because it's
at
the
the
densities
top.
are different than the coffee, so it sits on top. It's a little lighter.
Mixes
That's a little chemistry there for you.
Yeah. Boom. Straight at your face, 9 a.m. in the morning on a Sunday.
Yep. So, it's what I wanted to talk about, and this is something that you can have a little input on.
Jump right into it. Raw dog this thing.
There was an argument going on Facebook yesterday about gi versus no gi. And of course, the no gi person was a 10th planet person, so they are very much not about the gi.
That's like a subculture in itself.
True. I think some of them guys are they'll do half and half. Some of the 10th planet guys will still train in gi.
Yeah.
But his argument was that everything you can do in no gi you can do in gi, which is true, and I agree with that. But you also don't understand grips. Gripping is a lot different in no gi because there's a lot you can't grab on the material. No gi is slippery. It's hard to hold submissions because everybody gets sweaty and then they slip out because they're moist.
I would disagree. There's gi specific and now no gi specific moves.
Right.
I wouldn't say everything is completely convertible between both of them.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
So there was a black belt who was involved in this argument.
Yes.
And the guy reverted to the people he submitted from what schools. And that's when I commented and I said, that's a little pretentious.
Yeah, that's super pretentious. That's such a... wait.
How are you going to validate your argument based on who you submitted? But you didn't do it in the gi. You did it in no gi.
Okay. So here's my problem with this. All right. Now that you got me all fired up, it's 9 a.m. I'm going to have a stroke talking about this. But why are we remembering who we submitted with what move? And you're a black belt.
Oh, no, this guy was a purple belt.
Oh,
but he was arguing with a black belt.
Even still.
Right.
I don't care what kind of high rank. That's not what jiu-jitsu is.
Well, and I put belt in quotations because it's 10th planet guy. So
right. So they don't naturally... Okay.
I never understood that either. The purpose of I get the symbolism of receiving a belt, but if you don't train in the gi, I've never been about people getting belts that aren't in the gi.
Isn't that a thing in jiu-jitsu, right? So it's an art, right? You have to understand a lot of it of the art, meaning you have to train different aspects of it. Gi and no gi, you just know some different aspects of jiu-jitsu, right? So if you get serious about it and you get ranked, you should know how to protect, how to illustrate yourself in gi.
Yeah.
Not only no gi. That's just like submission wrestling at that point.
And it also shows your progression. So somebody gets on the mats, like somebody brand new, they wear a white belt, so everybody knows they're a greenhorn. And if they get a stripe on their white belt, well, now they're still new, they're newer, but they're not as new. So it kind of lets everybody know where you're at, and which is good to know because I don't go super hard with some people, but the dummy white belts that are a little spastic need to get a little roughed up, But if it's somebody brand new, I'm not trying to go crazy on them. I usually like show them sweeps and explain to them how
Okay.
I perform this sweep.
Okay.
You know, to get on top of them. But that's what I think the significance is.
So you're saying the technique is more important than actually tapping somebody, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Right. That's why it's surprising to hear like a purple belt and a black belt. And before I completely step on my throat, I don't even want to know who these people are. But don't remember who you tap, right? Come on, man.
Right.
Okay, man, I can't even remember. I've gotten tapped so many times.
Right.
You know, it's not the, and I'm a brown belt and I still get tapped, right, by people lower than me. It's fighting your ego on the mat, right? Do you have that mindset of I'm going to be jumping on this mat and the only reason I'm going to do it is to get a tap? I've gotten tapped by great technique from a white belt.
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
I've rolled with a 16-year-old, Ravi, you know?
Right.
Great technique. Dude's a monster. Wish I was that good at his age.
I've done it where I play around and I'm like, oh, I'm going to do something really dumb. And then they end up like catching me.
Doing it correctly.
And somebody caught me a couple weeks ago, a white belt in a rear naked choke. And he goes, he's like, man, I never thought I'd get that on you. I'm like, well, it was legit. I mean, I tapped, you got me.
Right.
But I put myself in that stupid situation where I thought I'd be able to get out.
Right.
Which is good, though, sometimes. Like, I like to practice, like, putting myself in bad positions.
We're still finding our way, you know, and we're up there. We're at the downslide, the back half of jiu-jitsu ranks.
Right.
No,
it goes on forever, but...
Right.
This is where you got your main moves and you know what you can do, and then it's just like adding the other puzzle pieces.
It's just finding different ways to express yourself in jiu-jitsu.
Right.
That's all it is.
And I think this sport for sure has issues with people who have ego.
Exactly. Well, I think people have issues with ego. Everyone.
For sure.
Everyone. So, even jiu-jitsu practitioners that I've seen, you know, do techniques for 10 years, right? Or just do jiu-jitsu for 10 years, or do judo for 10 years.
Right.
They still have a problem with ego. Maybe they just don't show it as much, right? You never know rolling with somebody. They may look fluid. They may look indestructible about how they flow with their technique on the mat. But you never know if it's like a war in their head going, I need to worry about the tap, or I don't need to worry about the tap. It's more about, you know, getting my heart rate up, getting uncomfortable, or comfortable in uncomfortable situations. You know, you got to frame it as, I would not like to see a black belt argue about who he's tapped with what technique, or even a purple belt, you know?
Right.
It's like you're worrying about things for the wrong reason. And I bet if you change your mindset a little bit different and aim your thoughts in a better direction, you're going to get way more out of it. So it's not, I'm disappointed in you saying this because you're keeping or tallying taps, right? Oh man, I can't say that. Tallying taps. Holy shit.
It's a tongue twister.
Right. It's more about just, you can have so much more benefit if you angle your mindset in jiu-jitsu, not towards how many taps you get or if you get tapped every day, but what technique you're doing and how you approach it. You're going to get so much more out of it.
Yeah, and that translates to life.
Yeah.
Like, the guys that succeed are usually the humble ones who still believe that they have things to learn, you know? I mean, me taking on a role as more of a supervisor, you gotta learn, like, people management skills, like, where people's strengths are, but you also have to accept their failures as your own.
Holy shit. Mark this down. Evan Kachura just said that, ladies and gentlemen.
I've been reading Jocko's book, was the one that... Extreme Ownership, sorry. I had a brain fart.
Extreme Ownership. Oh, gosh, I've heard this one before.
That's basically like, he would go and consult for companies about when they were having problems, like, and usually it would fall on the people running the show, who would never take accountability for the failures of their crew. So it's an ego thing.
Right.
So he would break them down. And, you know, of course they would get defensive, but if you don't accept your team's failures as your own, then you're kind of setting yourself apart from them, and that makes you not so much a team. You know, like you're like, well, you're only accepting people that are good, but they're all and you're underneath you. And so you're just going to point the fingers and blame it on all the bad people in your crew? No, because that obviously they're bad apples that can't get fixed. But you should also take your strengths of your team, figure it out, and where your weaknesses are, and work on how you can make that better.
Right.
So that's kind of what it is. Like, the extreme ownership is just accepting ownership of that your team is also their failures are also yours.
Right. It's taking responsibility outside your circle of decisions. Right. Which is cool because, at that point, if I have a team, if I have a gym, if I have people under me in a team, right, and I teach them wrong one way, or if I teach an incorrect technique and they use it and it doesn't work, their failure is my failure because I didn't do it correctly.
I mean, when you go to competitions and you coach, and you're coaching a teammate, when they lose, that hits me like I lost. Every time watching somebody fight, like, man, that one time when Benson fought and he got caught in that armbar, like, dude, I was.
Oh, dude, I know exactly the feeling you're talking about because I had it too.
That was like, like wrenching on my heart.
Yeah, it sucks.
Like, no, but that's where everybody can go. Okay, well, here's my advice because there's things that I do, there's things that you do that anybody can come back and go, how would I approach this situation given your technique style?
Imperfection purifies your belief or your passion is what I'm saying. Right.
You got to get a loss.
Right.
Man, I mean,
who hasn't had a loss?
Who?
Khabib.
I thought you were a McGregor fanboy, though.
I am a McGregor fanboy. Even when he threw that trolley at that bus, everyone knew what he was doing.
I just can't.
Dude, everyone knew what he was doing.
I know what he was doing.
He was making a trailer.
Yeah.
It's WWE all
and that's
over
why
again.
Nate Diaz now is running around
shooting his mouth.
Yeah, because he claims that they haven't been giving him fights because of his lawsuit that he has going on. I don't know what it's about, but
shocker, he's got a lawsuit going on. I don't know what the lawsuit's for.
Well, did you hear about his brother, Nick?
No.
So there was this thing that he got a domestic dispute, and they were like, "Oh, he beat this girl up really bad or whatever." So I'm thinking like, "Oh man, what a scumbag!" Here it turns out this chick was like a stalker. So she apparently like called him like 140 times or something like that, and like was messaging him on Instagram and all this stuff, and like ended up like showing up at his house. So he like defended himself. So I don't know the whole situation because they haven't really said much about it, but yeah, I know that he fucked her up. Like,
did he really?
Yeah.
Jesus. Okay, I get that. That's odd. There's one aspect of I don't get that. But
have you ever had a stalker?
No, not yet.
I had
Wait.
one. I had one.
Not a stalker that hasn't turned into a girlfriend.
Nice.
Good
job, Sammy. Way to control your stalker. Use it for your benefit. No, I had one. She didn't know where I lived, but she would every time I go out in Cedarburg.
Isn't that a weird thing?
Oh my God, she'd follow me around. I would try to get away from her, and she'd like follow me outside, and I'm like, oh my God, it was just not fun. She just had this Looney Tune look on her face all the time, like.
It's my dog's nickname.
Looney Tune.
Yep.
Most dogs.
I can't
dogs
wrap
are
my mind
slightly
around
stalkerish.
Absolutely.
They act really dumb. They follow you around.
Certain breeds are, but I can't get my mind around a human. Like, okay, 140 times is excessive. One, let's go back to the Nate Diaz thing. Beating women is absolutely unheard of, unacceptable, right? That's one of the ugliest things of humankind. I don't like. But
unless they ask for it in the bedroom.
Right. It's just so. How do you approach that? Stalking people, especially of their caliber, where not their caliber, but
they're
a
stars,
little bit right. They're stars. They're gonna have that. You got to handle it the right way. You can't start throwing violence at things, right? Especially being a mixed martial artist.
I guess
you got to understand that.
If somebody breaks in my house, though.
Completely different context.
Right.
You don't know if they're a man or a woman.
I think
breaking
that's how
into
this
your
went
house.
down. So I'm speaking out a story I don't 100% know, but I'm pretty
Really?
sure that she just like showed up at his house or something.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure he got acquitted of the charges. So if he beat this girl up,
there's an angle I'm not seeing then.
Right.
Yeah.
There's something else.
She like broke into his house, started
Yeah.
making a hair doll, and then just fucking stole a bunch of shit.
You know what I really like about that dude though, and like whenever I talk, people like hate Nick Diaz.
Apparently, he takes no shit.
But I love the fact that he hates doing the press conferences and everything. Like he's not about that. And when he fights somebody, he makes them his enemy. Mm-hmm. Which I think gives him better drive. That's why he always talks shit in the ring and or the cage and says whatever. But he's getting in their head at the same time. It's just the way he mentally puts himself in that place for fights is what I always like
Yeah.
about him. And then I saw a documentary on him because I used to think he was a douchebag.
Yeah.
And I kind of understood him more as a person because he was like in and out of like foster homes and
Him and his brother, huh?
yeah, they were.
Did they ever split him up? You know?
I think they were for a minute. I know that that's the same thing with Frank Shamrock and Ken Shamrock. They were kind of split, and they're brothers.
That's crazy, man. So, I wonder how much money that guy's made off of everyone thinking he's a douchebag. You know what I mean? A lot. There's got to be a bad guy versus a good guy in the UFC.
It's kind of like the Conor McGregor thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He's a brilliant salesperson.
Absolutely.
I don't like him, but
Why do you think Dana White forgave him a day after the trolley accident or the what do you
because
call
he
it? Hand
ching
truck
ching
accident?
ching. That's all
Exactly.
he's thinking in his head.
Exactly.
Just dollar signs.
Give it 2 months, and this guy is going to be making
Because-
one hell of a trailer. Because okay, what else in that trailer? That new because it was just announced for everyone that doesn't know. October 6th is when Conor McGregor fights Khabib. Right? Khabib's undefeated. Conor McGregor's got 2 belts. Right? So what he was doing, right? What do you think they used for the trailer, right? He's throwing the hand truck at the bus, and then there's all of a sudden a cell phone video of Khabib going, "We need to finish this inside the bus."
Right.
Okay, everyone saw what you were doing. Anybody that has some sense into it, okay, all right, all these charges were. I mean, how did McGregor even come out of that situation? You
I think
remember?
he's still going to court.
Still going to court.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, any charges because there's not going to be any charges from the UFC.
I think that he will get sued by the fighters that got hurt from the glass shattering.
Right.
So he might be because that one dude had to miss his fight, and rightfully so. He should have to pay for that.
And I bet, I rightfully, you're right.
Because you just cost that dude a paycheck.
I bet he gets his paycheck times 2 in a settlement from McGregor. The dude's got the money.
Yeah.
He knows what he's going to be making.
He's got to be careful.
12 times as much off of it.
You got to be careful. I mean, you're going to bury yourself in those kind of bullshit charges. You're going to lose a lot of money. Mm-hmm. Didn't he buy Tyson's home? I think he bought Mike Tyson's old home.
Shut up, really?
Because that was in that documentary he had.
Wow.
I don't know if you watched it.
Oh, the Notorious documentary? I watched a little bit of it.
So that mansion that they were in, I'm pretty sure that was Mike Tyson's.
Now he's walking a tiger. He's walking a tiger on his Instagram now, just like Mike Tyson had Tiger, right? Wasn't it? It didn't.
I don't
I
follow him on Instagram.
I think Mike Tyson was the first one to like own a tiger or something like that.
Yeah,
it's not the first one, but once he got rich,
right?
Yeah.
Did you see in our little group chat the secret
little fuckboy of a list that we have of like everyone's got a nickname I can't tell.
That lion that grabs that dude in that pen.
Oh,
so apparently that guy owned that lion. He didn't just jump in there. Well, he wasn't some random because if you notice, like the guards weren't really like paying attention. The lion was just not having it that day and ran, and you see the guy try to run, and the lion just grabs him and starts dragging
it's a
him.
500 pound if you're lucky on the low end animal full of muscle, and no matter what, if you own it, there's gonna be a day where it's just like, you know what, I woke up, I'm gonna fuck you up. That's what he's gonna decide. It's just gonna be in his animal head that it's on and off switch. You are fucked up now. It's just a matter of time.
Me and my buddy went to the Washington County State Fair, and they had tigers, and so we paid for the tigers to go see them. And
like in person?
Yeah, you can like feed them. They like give you tongs, like give them pieces of steak or something.
Like through a fence.
Dude, it's like chicken wire.
Oh.
So as soon as we walk in, and my buddy's, he's a big dude like me, and we walk up in this lion or tiger was just like boom right up against the cage, like jumps off and bats the fucking cage, and I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, if that wasn't there and that thing did that to me, I'm dead. That's it.
Well, yeah.
I might get lucky. I mean, I'm going to try and gouge its eyes because I think that's really my only chance to maybe get it off of me. But, yeah.
Is there okay, so it's going to sound real dumb, but remember if you ever get in like a shark attack, you punch it in the nose because there's so many nerve endings in its nose that hopefully it deters it, right?
Right.
Is there something I can do for like a lion or a tiger?
That's why I'm thinking eyes, man.
I think it would piss it off. It's just got razor sharp claws. It's going to cut me in the jugular. I'm going to be dead in a minute and a half anyways.
I know, but it might, if you're hoping that pain stops it from thinking about the attack,
Okay, so if a horse, you know what rodeos, right?
Right.
You'll see like if a horse gets out of control, they'll try to grab it by its head and bite its ear, right? It's a
Right.
training technique. I don't know why, but apparently it calms it down. There's got to be something like.
They put towels over their eyes too.
Do they?
They'll cover their eyes. That's another thing. They do that when they like sedate animals.
I think the only thing for a lion or a tiger to attack
is the eyes.
you can do is the eyes, or you like trip your buddy and you just fucking run,
Right.
because hopefully he's munching on him.
Here. Oh God! And then I post on Facebook like, "Oh my God, he got brutally murdered." Like I'll act like I had nothing to do with it. I mean, I'll have to live with that the rest of my life, but at least I'm alive. That's what I'm thinking.
Were you running away? Remember when you said that shit about me?
Yeah. Fuck you! Like trip him, like and run. Remember when you said that about my sister?
Yeah.
Whoops.
Whoops. See you never, bud.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. I think eyes. That's about all I have. That's the only option. Or if it was a male, like I'm gonna hit it in the balls or something, you know. But even then, like groin strikes I don't feel are effective. Like when you see self defense things,
Not against
like,
a tiger.
or even let's say if you're on the attack, okay.
Yeah.
If I'm attacking somebody,
Yeah.
you hit me in the groin.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt a little
But
bit.
later.
But yeah, I'm thinking about the present, not the like. Oh, I'm gonna
Yeah.
get that feeling I gotta puke and my fucking guts are twisting.
Yeah, I'll deal with that later.
Right.
Right now, I'm gonna fuck you
Because
up.
how many times in training have you gotten hit in the dick? You know, plenty
lot.
of times.
Ooh, somebody took an awesome taint strike the other day.
Oh, yeah.
God,
You hit in the taint.
it's happened to me before. It's common. Not, I wouldn't say it's common, I guess, but it hurts.
Oh fuck yeah, I believe it.
I would think you'd be pissing blood after that. Or I mean, 'cause you gotta flex that area. I digress. Anyways,
Remember when the Jackass guys were putting the what are those called? Those little pads that you can put on that make your muscles flex, like the electrodes. Like, and they put one on the taint and turn it up all the way.
oh God, that's.
Because that just like that'll make everything around it tighten.
Yeah, tighten your sphincter for sure. Yikes.
I'm sure it probably feels like right before you're about to have really bad diarrhea, like that. Just
bad. You think when you take them off, you just shit your pants?
maybe that'd be funny.
All right. McGregor or Khabib? What do you think?
I want Khabib.
Oh, everyone wants Khabib.
I know.
Fuck.
He's the truth, man. He wrestled bears as a kid.
He's
He's the guy to ask.
is
the
that
question.
actually true?
Yeah, there's a real video.
Is it?
Yeah. So this is the
Do you
guy.
think they
this
actually-
is the guy to ask the question. Eyes the answer to getting an animal attack? He knows.
I would just honestly, if I got in a fucking fight, I'd make peace with my God, because I'm gonna fucking die. To be honest with you, it's just gonna happen. I don't have claws. They got fucking huge razor
Sometimes
sharp
they'll
claws.
attack, and their intent is until they eat you.
It's to mare.
Right.
Mare is like
What is it?
mare is a horse.
Mayor is like the person that runs the city.
to mar you, right? To
Yeah,
show
Maine.
name.
Got
God
it.
damn it. Fucking 9 a.m. podcasts, dude. I tell you, I
Hey,
can't
last
drink enough
last
coffee.
time I got a lot of comments about me saying that worm poop was dirt. So
Worm
we got
poop
it.
is dirt.
Remember we Googled it.
Isn't it worm poop dirt?
It was like partially,
What? It was partially?
but it's like the undigestive stuff. So it's not like technically the poop. Because wouldn't technically all the poop be like if it's digested?
God, we are bouncing all over the fucking place right now. I would say they're wrong and we're right.
We should have like a call-in phone so people could like if you did a live one, so people can call in, like phone a friend for an answer. All right,
She's the first caller. Evan's fucking wrong.
I'm gonna get shirts that say worm poop is dirt.
Fight Horizon, worm poop's dirt.
Or what's that guy? Change my mind. I'll have change my mind.
That meme went crazy on the internet, man. That went
Oh, I know.
huge.
They're funny though.
Yeah.
Because that dude really will argue about anything.
Really?
Yeah. Have you ever seen it?
No.
He'll find something and he'll argue about it. It's funny, but you got to be like pretty good at a lot of topics if you're gonna argue about tons of things.
You got to be a cultured person.
Yes.
I feel like I'm not very cultured. Is
Yeah,
it traveling
I
a
know
lot that makes you cultured? Probably.
Partially.
Or is it just interactions with human beings?
Partially. I think it's good to get a good sense of travel. Like, like even in this country, you go West Coast, East Coast, like it's just like, different lifestyles,
Way
different
different.
people.
Okay. North,
I've never been
north,
West
south.
Coast. I've never been West Coast, and the farthest east I've ever been was Virginia, Washington D.C. So
I don't even know where I've been in the East Coast. I've been on the West
I'll
Coast.
tell you what though, Florida fucking weird. Like you want like that the people there weird. I don't do it anymore. I
Can't take it?
I'm done. I'm done with Florida for the rest of my life. I've been there so many times because I had family down there.
Yeah.
But the people are just fucking weird, man. It's like all the weirdos from your town, like from all the towns around.
Why do you say that?
To Florida, because I think they're attracted to the nice weather and getting away from like what they grew up in, and they kind of go down there. Whereas like the people that maybe were a little more popular or sociable kind of stay around, you know. Well, I mean, there's weirdos everywhere, but I just feel like Florida is like, man, even Joe Rogan talks about it. He's like, fucking Florida. Whenever you see the weirdest news stories, it's
coming
always
out of Florida. Some dude wrestled an alligator.
Right. Man caught fucking alligators. You know, like... Wait,
yeah, that happened in Florida.
No, exactly. Florida.
God damn.
Like,
thanks, Florida.
I love though, like those straight like bayou rednecks. Oh. Like, yeah, I follow that Catfish Cooley dude on Facebook. Oh, yeah. He's funny. Like he did it where he did the dog food challenge where he ate the wet dog food. He's like, oh, this one tastes like shit.
So gross.
He starts like puking as he's eating it. Like that made me laugh. Like, and he did like a snuff challenge where he like took like snuff tobacco and like jammed a whole shit ton of it in his mouth.
You're not supposed to eat that, right?
You're supposed to snort it.
Right.
I don't know about all that.
I'm not into that. I've seen that done before. It's not my jam.
It's like you might as well like smoke or do a dip or something. Like I don't know what the snorting thing that's kind of weird to me.
I mean, it's super like makes sense in the tobacco company's eyes, right?
Yeah, I mean any way they can get it in you.
Right.
Any way you can get your nick fit. You know,
yeah, that or it's like we can show people that we're part of the bad drug scene, but it's legal.
Well, I mean, if you had
it's cool now.
Nicotine fucking enemas, you probably have idiots out there that would do it. Like
enemas. Oh my god. Yeah,
people will do anything.
Right. You're
like,
right.
People smoke fucking banana peels. Like if they heard a rumor, they'll get you high.
Ooh.
You know. I think it's just because everybody's just sick of straight reality.
They're fabs, dude. Everyone jumps on fabs.
Yeah, like those vape pens.
Yeah.
The tobacco ones, the nicotine ones, not the CBD ones.
Not the CBD ones. Good.
But look at how many people do that. Like I went to the Warped Tour, and it was like every fucking person had one of them damn things.
Vape pen?
Yeah, damn. They're blowing the big huge clouds of fucking vape out. You know, like it's like now a fad.
Yeah, it's
like overtaking smoking.
It's just like Crocs, bro. It'll go away in like 5 years. Don't worry.
How many pairs of Crocs did you own?
Zero.
Exactly.
Zero.
Exactly. I even owned a vape pen.
Do you see the vitamin ones now that they're shooting out?
What the fuck? Like why smoke it? Why can't you just take a damn like supplement pill or capsule or like whatever? Like,
because in the 1950s and 60s and 70s everyone was smoking films, which made it cool.
Yeah, I mean, because my grandfather told me
it's coming back
in his day, you were weird if you didn't smoke.
Yeah.
And if you talk to military guys, about 95% of them, when they get in the military, will smoke because you have nothing else to do.
Yep. Well, it's a camaraderie thing, too, right?
Yeah,
right.
It's a social moment, you know?
Right.
Like, when I was in college, that was the thing to do. After tests and stuff, everybody went outside and smoked. And then everybody talked about it. Because if you didn't smoke, you were, like, one of the few people that just kind of sat there.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, well, I don't mind. And that was when I did smoke, so, it's not like...
How long did you smoke for?
I think I had my first cigarette at 16. I don't think I became like a total smoker until I was about 18.
Uh-huh.
And even then it was kind of like social. And I think I smoked a lot when I was maybe 20 to 23. I smoked a lot of cigs. But I never had the problem of like getting off of them. Like every once in a while, like if I'm over at a friend's house and they smoke a cigarette, I'll have a cigarette every once in a while. You know, like, but I don't get the like crazy Nick Fit, like I need a cigarette. I'm lucky that way because some people struggle with it forever. It's
you don't get the itch.
Yeah, I don't understand. I guess maybe because I have more outlets for built, because some people do it to calm them down, and I think it's good to have like I work out on a pretty regular basis, like besides like training. I think that's a great way to like go for a walk, like fucking. I knew a dude who quit and started running. And then every time you feel like you want a cigarette, you go for a run. What a great fucking way to quit.
Supplement. That's what I was just gonna say.
So
man.
you're changing your brain over.
Right. You have different. So you fill one addiction with another addiction. It's kind of like human nature, to be honest with you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
When I stopped drinking, I just
Caffeine.
Yep.
Yep.
You see, you know me.
Yeah.
Right. So it was like caffeine, right? And that didn't get healthy,
You've
so
never
I
been to
stopped
an
doing
AA
that.
meeting, but if you ever go to AA meetings, those guys are drinking coffee at like fucking 8 p.m.
Yep.
Like, just
Yep.
pounding it down.
AA meetings in the morning and on like a Thursday, they fucking just pots and pots and pots. But yeah, it's just the supplementing of different things, right? So when people start jiu-jitsu, a lot of people lose or stop smoking, right? And then they get that adrenaline dump in jiu-jitsu, right? So you'll see them do a little bit more jiu-jitsu. But yeah, quitting smoking is rough. It's tough. I mean, there's a lot of reasons a lot of people get into it. It's just...
Well, it's a neurotropic, so it gives you that...
A nootropic?
Yeah, nootropic, that's
okay.
Right. It gives you that feeling... Like that feel good feeling, like that 5-HTTP supplement does too. It's supposed to give you that like Alpha Brain from On It.
Yeah.
They make that, and it does. It kind of gives you that nice little like good feeling for the day, like mood enhancer. Which I don't mind. That's why I like the Fit Aid, the Party Aid ones, because that has like all the
B vitamins and shit.
Yeah, but it also has the 5-HTTP in it. Because it's supposed to it's meant for like after a night of partying, but it also has a lot of good supplements in there for just everyday use. So that's my favorite one. I like the Focus one too, but I for sure like the Party Aid.
Plug Fit Aid. We need to get sponsored, bro.
On It, Fit Aid.
Hashtag give us money.
I had that. I bought 2 cases from Perry and I split them with this girl at work.
Yeah.
We did half and half on it. So I had a whole for the Fit Aid at home. Could have been a sponsor.
Addict. You know, another thing. Speaking of addictions, I mean, people naturally have like a addictive personality. You can kind of tell which person does that.
It goes back to what I'm saying. Like, people have get sick of reality.
Yeah. Yeah.
The same
old shit.
Bullshit.
Every day.
Right. Go sit at your fucking computer screen. Look at Excel.
become a keyboard jockey, the way I like to say it.
Yeah. Which I'm working on.
Yeah.
I had to get into like technical writing.
Now you're part of the community. Technical writing.
Yeah.
I've always been good at technical writing.
Right.
I almost do it too much, so it's like just sounds like word vomit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's like when we have things go wrong at work, you have to write what's called a deviation, and you basically have to come up with every avenue of why this happened. But you can't go, Dan's dumb. That's why it happened. You can't. You have to have...
Which could be the truth in a lot of situations, right?
Dude, it's like 10 pages of work, and they calculated out, like, every time somebody makes a mistake, like, how many hours it costs us and people, like, having to write and do all this crap. So, it's expensive.
Yeah, I believe it, man. But,
yeah, the technical writing is... It's taking a little to get used to.
Yeah. Then you start using compounded words that I'm not even sure you don't know the definition of.
Right.
So I analyzed the situation after speaking with the engineer.
I couldn't spell analyze for a while, then I said anal. Why?
you get used to spelling it wrong, so
I swear I said that before on this podcast.
Yeah.
I just thought of it, and I'm like, man, I'm having a deja vu moment.
We're getting a head shake over there. Oh.
Sammy keeps tally of how many times I say anal.
Anal.
Like, it'll be a drinking game for people. Like, let's listen to an Evan podcast, and take a shot every time he says anal.
If he says anal in the first 25 minutes, you gotta down that bottle. God damn it, it's a sure thing.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh,
I find that I do repeat myself when I tell stories. Like, somebody will be like, "Oh, you told me that," and it sucked. Like in dating life, like they're like, "You told me this." I'm like, "Shit."
Yeah, it happens when you get older. Right, you lose testosterone and you start repeating yourself.
I see my dad do it. Like my dad will tell people like the same story like 3 times. I'm like, "Oh."
Well, he's like 50 or 60, right?
60.
Yeah, can you imagine?
Yeah.
At that age, I'm gonna repeat everything. You're gonna be lucky if I tell you a new story every day.
Right. I love the old guys at work. Old guys, when they tell stories, I love their stories because they're always like, well, back in, I think it was September of 1986. I think it was like noon with Daniel Lee, and they'll give you every fucking detail about the story before they get into it. Like, yeah, this guy named and they'll say his name like you're gonna know who they're talking about. Like, what? I'm like, I don't know who this is. I feel like that's our generation like skips that.
Well, it's because we got a calendar on our phone that we can
Right.
fucking reference.
But we take the shortcut to everything.
Yeah.
So when it comes to storytelling, we'll shortcut the shit out of that.
Dude,
like,
we're not going to remember shit. You're going to be like, I don't know, a day. It could have been 04 or 2012. I don't remember.
I have a stupid, dumb memory for, like, I remember the dumbest things. And my friends always bring it up. They're like, you have a... Like, when it comes to things I really need to know, never remember. But if I have to tell you a story about something that happened in 2013, I can pull that up like nothing.
Huh. Like fun facts or like just
random stories.
Random story. Yeah.
This happened when, you know, and then I'll always correct my friends when they're telling the story. Like, no, it didn't happen then. This is how it happened.
Yeah, people are weird like that. They'll cling on to like emotions or smells or something like that differently.
But I think, smells is another good one.
God, that's just proof that we're just fucking animals.
Have you ever date, like, okay, if you think of like an ex, and you start dating this new chick, if she wears the same perfume as that ex, you're like, I just don't like that.
That is, it wrecks it. It wrecks it.
Yeah.
We're going to have a talk about why you need to change your perfume. That's what's going to happen. Or
and if
deuces.
you're like a chick who's dated like not straight Italian guys, all you smell is Aqua di Gio, because that's like the only those Jersey Shore dudes wear. Like, I had Aqua di Gio, I remember using it all the time, and then it's like every dude was wearing Aqua di Gio. I'm like,
Gym Tan Laundry.
Exactly.
Bro.
I'm still down with that.
Same
man.
shit. Are you?
Still down.
Yeah.
I have not the Jersey Shore, but I love saying Gym Tan Laundry, Jacked and Tan.
Yeah. Dude, speaking of gym, I had to stop working out for like a day or two this week because my knee fucking hurt so goddamn bad. And it's like on the inside of the leg, right? So I
still do upper body.
Yeah. I just don't want to become that guy that has like the smallest fucking lower body in my life. So I'm like, upper body can take a rest.
Sometimes it's genetic though. Like on my calves, I bomb them. I could never get them to grow.
Yeah, you see, well, it's hard to grow those small muscle groups, right? Like shoulders and calves.
Shoulders, yeah. I think I got a little obsessive about like traps for a while. The yoke, you know. I was all about the yoke.
The yoke, getting yoked, bro. Hashtag woke.
Woke.
Hashtag Jimmy.
Hashtag Jimmy Connell.
All right, Jimmy's here, so we gotta start talking shit about him.
You went from John Friedland to this.
Yeah, well, pre John Freeland, it was you. The least views possible. Most boring person on this podcast.
It's some roommate jazz we got going on here. That's how they talk at home. As long as they don't hate
we're
each
doing
other.
a podcast, as everybody's stepping in for open mat.
That's all right. This is live, bro.
Live.
This is real.
It's live. And then we got Aaron
We're
Jackson,
hashtag real.
This dude chipped his tooth, and then he said, "There's no way this is coming back not gold." Right?
Takes time.
What's the timeline? Can we
Hashtag
need
I love
a
your
deadline
shirt.
for your gold tooth, Aaron? Yes. Are you really gonna ask him if you can put a gold tooth in? Oh fuck yeah!
Yes.
That's awesome. This guy also has a Hannah Montana tattoo.
It is. It is. Also,
Did you know Steve has a gold tooth?
Steve's got a gold tooth? Steve
Next time-
2000?
Yeah. Next time when he opens his mouth, he has a gold crown. In the
That's,
back.
you know what? That
was
was a
super
big
shiny.
thing back then, right?
Yeah.
Because they couldn't. Is it back then? Shit, did I just call it Steve's age?
Yeah.
My bad. Steve,
No,
I love you.
He has a huge. Because he opened his mouth and I saw something shine at me. I'm like,
Yeah.
"Do you have a gold tooth?" He's like, "Yeah," and it's like his molar. The
Did you
whole-
just be like, pimping, bro?
It's awesome.
Pimpin'.
Like, why didn't you do the rest?
Are grills still a thing?
Yeah.
Really?
Actually, there was some guy. His name is Corey Pieper.
Pieper.
I think that's his last name.
Stop it.
He was from Milwaukee, and he became some singer.
Yeah.
And now he came back. I follow him on Instagram, and yeah, he's got a bottom grill.
Ooh.
I mean, hey.
So if he's on Instagram, you know he's got to be famous.
Yes. Because all of us who are on Instagram are famous.
Yeah. Well, anybody that has 1,000 followers has got to be.
I think I got 300.
Oh. Fight Horizon's up to close to 5. Okay.
Really?
Which is great. Yeah.
That's awesome. I also have mine on private.
Big
though,
thanks
so-
to my my marketing guy Axel. Appreciate it, buddy. Hopefully he listens.
How do you do that?
Oh, so he's a guy. I don't know if he wants to share. He wants me to share all of his details,
Well,
but
don't-
he travels
Yes.
and does jiu-jitsu, which is solid.
Oh, so then
And he does
just,
social media marketing.
Oh, that's cool.
Isn't it cool? That's a place like I
So
want
he
to
just
get
helps
into.
you promote.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder, like, I think they make, like, bots for Instagram that will, like, follow people, automatically follow people. So I get, like, these models and stuff that'll send me a friend's request. I'm like,
Yeah.
this chick ain't really trying to.
Yeah.
So I screenshotted one of them, and said to my brother, I was like, look, I made it. A Playmate's trying to follow me. He's like, no, that's bullshit. They probably follow everybody. And she only had, like, 3,000 people that she was following.
You're like calling mom. Hey, mom, I made it.
We got a date coming up.
I've been talking to hot chicks on the internet all day.
And I'll be like the Nick Diaz stalker. Like,
the tables have turned.
messaging her constantly.
140 times calling.
Hey. I love seeing, like, the weird messages that chicks get on Instagram and stuff. Like, there's a particular comedian I follow, and she always posts, like, things you don't send. Like, what guys say. Like, it's just fucking hilarious.
I bet she gets terrible things.
Oh, yeah. And there's a group I recommend following on Instagram called Tinder Nightmares.
Oh,
and it's girls and guys screenshot, like, the first thing said to them.
Uh-huh.
I mean, in the group chat, I sent what some chick said to me in Plenty of Fish. Where she's like, hey, how are you? I like your smile. And then she goes to telling me
that was way forward, bro.
about her 4-year-old having cancer and da-da-da. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah. So
it's like, I feel bad, but what the fuck? Like,
what happened to the, hey, how's your day going?
Yeah. Like, that's like details for later on.
It's just insecurity, right? So she wants to tell you right off the bat, and I don't know if I'd leave with that.
Man, that's a hard moment. I wouldn't even be dating. Because, like, what if something tragic happens and he passes away? You don't want to be the guy who just starts
dumps her while that happens.
Not dump her while it happens, but it's like, I dated somebody who went through something super tragic, and it's just like, it's hard.
Yeah.
Because they're emotionally not there and ready for any of that. And then it's like, then you take a step back, so it's not even worth it. Like,
right.
You got to get through that hump in life, and then, it's just like when you break up with somebody, you date somebody right away. You didn't get over it. You got to give yourself to get over it.
Yeah, you got to give yourself time.
Because otherwise, you're gonna be the person who's sitting there talking like about them constantly. I never understood that.
There's people that, hell yeah, Ducky's here.
Got Harleys and crotch rockets. Who's the guy on the crotch rocket?
I don't know.
If it's a guy, sorry. If it's a woman, I apologize. I can't tell.
Hashtag. What time are we at? Holy hell! It's gonna be a big open mat, man. 10:04.
Of course, the one I can't.
How we doing, Sammy? Okay, cool.
How much time we got?
We got 40 minutes. We're good. We can keep going.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, all right. Other topics we want to talk about. What else did you bring? Did you give me another question, or am I gonna start throwing some stuff at you?
Throw something at me.
You got it. Let's see. 7.5 list. Evan Katura, number 26. Conor McGregor, Jiu-Jitsu on ESPN. That should happen. Right?
What's the ESPN one?
You think like they have like top 100 or top 10 plays and shit like that on ESPN. Oh yeah. They'd be nice if they threw a jiu-jitsu or MMA in there.
Yep.
That'd be great. Conceal and carry opinions.
Conceal carry.
Yeah. Yeah. I figured you were a good guy to talk about that.
I agree with it, but I feel like I feel like people should have to take the class. I have hunter safety, so I don't have to take the class. I can just apply for it. But I took hunter safety when I was like 21. I did
it when I was like 12.
Right. Because
that was like 16 years ago.
Yeah, and you know what? I did it, and it was exactly what I thought it would be. It was pretty boring. So,
yeah. It was like how to carry your gun, how to do this, how to do that.
But I mean, even the hunting aspect it's just boring for me. It's boring.
Yeah.
I don't like.
You don't like hunting? It's like fishing. You don't like fishing either.
I like fishing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
fishing's got to be worse than hunting.
It's more of like a social thing.
Yeah.
When you're up north,
I see that.
Me and my brothers go fishing. Like that's a little different, I think.
Everyone jumps on a pontoon, drinks, goes.
Yeah. We have a nice alumina craft.
Dude, all my fishing stories are the ones that like got away. All the biggest fish I've never caught is what I tell.
Oh, dude, I think the most fun I ever had fishing was me and a bunch of friends used to do when the salmon would run in port and sit on the docks and fish. Oh, dude, that was so much fun. Even though we rarely ever got anything, but when you got a salmon, oh man, they fight. That's a workout.
It's fun. They grow too.
And they'll spool you, like they'll turn around and run, and they'll pull like your whole fucking line out of your rod, and we'd laugh and stuff. We just had a great time. I always thought that was fun. But
that was good.
I like salmon fishing. Up north, it's just I don't know. It's just like what you do, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So all
Well,
my
it's
fishing
it's,
stuff is up
it's
north.
like it's like hunting, right? Hunting and fishing are pretty much you go back to the base nature of men supplying food, right?
Yep.
You know, no matter who you are, if you have a lot of testosterone, very little testosterone as a guy, you kind of just you connect with it.
Fishing takes skill too. It's like
Yeah.
it's not just throwing your lure in. Like
Learning how
there's
to tie the
good fucking fishermen
knots,
out
learning
there.
how to do a
Yep.
rig on a rod, you know,
Yep.
getting up early when the fish are biting, that type of thing.
Yep, and, like guys that are good at fishing and they have like the nice ass fishing boats. Like, man, they can find in a lake that doesn't have a lot of fish. They'll find the fish.
Speaking of water sports, I watched a video. Okay.
Oh God, was it on
So-
Pornhub or was
No,
it like...
no, not Pornhub, not this one. Maybe a different one. But I saw I don't know where it was. I want to say it was Brazil or South America somewhere where anaconda got a hold of a dog.
Oh God.
Yeah, so all you see is this snake wrapped around this
Yep.
little puff of fur, of black fur, right? And so this guy that must have been the owner or his friend comes up and grabs the tail and pulls this, like, it's got to be 18-foot fucking anaconda, right? Out of the water and is unraveling the dog. And he's got his friend, he's got a stick. It's about 12 foot long. Not even. Maybe like 10, something like that, right? Big thick stick. He's hitting the snake. He just keeps fucking hitting it as his buddy's unwinding it. And all of a sudden the dog pops out of the mouth and starts running off.
Jesus.
And this thing was in like shallow water. You could see a little coil and then a tail pop out.
I thought they didn't like start to consume them until they like had it dead completely by strangling it.
I didn't know this dog walked away and he was pissed. But I was so surprised. And you know, I was thinking that's gotta be a common fucking worry down there, right?
Oh, for sure.
You know,
But how does a slow ass snake catch a dog?
it's gotta be like so anacondas what?
I mean, dogs are dumb, so they're just
Well, anacondas. Here's the thing: the anacondas they live and breed in water,
yeah.
right? And they naturally grab onto something and strangle them to death with their body.
What would
right?
you do if that big fucking thing fell out of a tree on you? Like,
Motherfucker, dude. I don't know if I can describe the amounts of fear I would fucking have. That's fight or flight mode for sure. That's why I carry a knife on me constantly.
yeah. Up north, I carry my gun.
Yeah.
I carry my Glock.
Conceal and carry. There we go. Boom.
But that was open. I said,
Oh yeah.
because you can legally open carry.
In Wisconsin,
You
right?
only douchebags go to stores like open carry.
Dude.
It's such a douchey thing to do.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you're just you want the image. You know.
You wanna be the guy
concealed
that
carry is
walks in
I
with a
just wanna-
gun.
I'm carrying my gun to be safe, and I don't want other people to know I have a gun. Open carry, it's kind of dumb.
We should ask some of our police officer friends if this is true, right? So in Wisconsin, even though you have like a no gun policy in a building or
Yeah.
knife or something like that, you can still do it.
You're not.
Is that
supposed
right?
to.
Not supposed to?
No.
Because they don't.
Dan, we've got a question for you. What's up? If a building posts that you are not allowed to bring a gun or firearm or anything in, are you allowed to still bring your conceal and carry? Or would
No,
no,
just
not you, not
just
not, no. See,
you can't. Oh, it's law, right? Oh.
I mean, it's the business's discretion.
Okay.
So you'd be violating.
So if
Trespassing, basically.
if somebody did.
No different than saying no animals allowed or no.
I don't.
Oh.
I have to look, but I don't think there's actually a law that like. So let's say Evan has a concealed carry, and this business right here says you cannot have a gun.
Uh-huh.
If he walks in here
With a
I
gun.
think there's a law that says, oh, you're carrying a concealed weapon in a restricted place.
right, because you would have to see it.
There's laws.
Right. School.
School zone. Not here, but you would get cited for trespassing. You get cited for disorderly
Oh.
conduct. It's a problem.
Oh.
Concealed. So like, and I'm not sure. So like I'm a cop, so I can carry concealed in any of the 50 states, right?
Right.
And we have a special card for it. This happened after 9/11. So there's school zones where it's like, oh, you're not supposed to carry a gun, but I can carry a gun because I'm a cop.
Oh.
In the state of Wisconsin too, but I might not actually be able to carry one in a school in another state. I'd have to look. But
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay, so the rhetoric after talking to one of
Is that
our
cops can do whatever.
no,
No, they can carry
No,
their gun regardless.
it's just you can be cited if you're in a
right.
place.
But that would
right.
If you're,
But it's not
if you're-
not
if
for carrying a
if you're
gun for different
concealing
things.
and you get seen.
Yeah.
You're not concealing very well.
right. Well, there's like you said, there's those people that wear it just to say I have a gun on
Yeah.
me, which that's kind of
They're
scary.
90% of the time.
we like concealed carry people way more than we do open carry.
Right.
So,
right.
Open carry people make people nervous.
Yes.
Yes.
It's not normal for you to walk into a supermarket with an AK-47. I'm an American.
Well,
Okay, so if you guys can't hear him, basically saying
I pulled a guy over who had an open carry
Right, right.
Tell me, I was on, and I did passenger side approach, which is kind of a new thing with cops. And no shit, there's a gun, and they're like, oh shit.
Yeah. Yeah, you make people a little bit nervous when you open carry.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Well, that's what I was saying. It's like I feel like open carrying is just a douchey thing to do because you want the image.
Yeah, that's all it's
Like,
for.
look, I have my gun.
Right, right. When it shouldn't be, right? When it should be more about ethical things.
Right.
Well, because we in society, right? We want things to be peaceful.
Mm-hmm.
We have expectations when we're out in public, and you know it's going to cause a disturbance.
Right, right.
Be able to go about their happy
It's
day.
Bad attention open carry brings.
it's like wearing a shirt that has a saying on it that might be offensive.
Right,
You're doing it for a reason.
right,
You're,
right.
You're trying to
Right.
get the attention.
Right.
So that's what I feel like open carry is. It's like you're trying to get people uneasy because you have a gun.
Right, right.
So I don't necessarily agree with that. I open carry up north because there's bears and whatever else on our trail cams all the time.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get stuck in the situation where I'm pinned between me and the bear, and I don't have a weapon on me.
You are a fucking bear.
I mean, I don't think I would ever have to because I probably could scare the bear away. But yeah, I don't want to.
What do you do in that situation? Say you ran into a bear when you have
You,
have your Glock on.
the-
Do you have a
they
Glock?
say-
I'm
I have a
not.
Glock.
Don't answer that. Okay, you have a
I have a
Glock.
Glock 40.
Okay.
And it's probably the same one that Dan has as a police officer. It's the
Okay.
same gun. It's
Okay.
a Glock 22 is the
Okay.
model number.
Are you aiming for? What are you aiming for if a bear charges you?
Head.
Really?
Yep. Head and I probably like it depends on.
You're not gonna
which
kill
ways.
it with that thing, are you?
Yeah, I could.
You could.
Yeah.
Okay.
40 cal. I have those home defense rounds. So they're like hollow tips, but they fill them with polymer, so they actually fly better. And they mushroom on impact.
Jesus.
So I shot a tree. I have a picture of it. The hole was like super tiny going in.
In,
and
but
then
out.
Out the whole fucking thing was
Like a 30-06 round.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it. Got it.
So, if I don't kill it, it's gonna maim it.
Right.
So hopefully that would scare it away. I would probably fire one shot in the ear to fucking deter. But they say you should make yourself like
Big.
as big as possible because that's why bears stand up to look more intimidating.
Right.
And then make a lot of noise.
No
And
problem
generally,
there
the
with
bears
you.
will go away.
No problem there with you,
I'll
right?
just take my shirt off and they'll be like, "Oh, he's one of
Jesus.
us."
It was one of us.
Yeah. Offer him some honey.
You know what's got to be the scariest thing is seeing a cub on the trail.
Yes, because then
Yeah.
I'm getting the fuck away
Yeah.
as fast as
yeah.
possible. Because that
yeah.
mom will
Then
do
you're
anything.
climbing the fucking
I,
tree.
I saw a video of a bear and a tiger in India, and the tiger was going for the cub because it was easy prey, and the bear fought with like everything it had and actually got this tiger to run away, but the bear was just fucked, dead,
Yeah.
like skin flaps hanging off everywhere.
Yeah,
just
that's not good.
but the mom saved the cubs. That's her instinct.
It's like the Mortal Kombat of Mother Nature.
Yeah, I saw a video of Africa. They had you could walk up on this area and like see cheetahs and stuff, and they put their kid down, and the fucking cheetahs because it's an opportunity. So they ran for the kid, and the lady tries to like picks the kid up, and the cheetahs are like all surrounding her, and they end up getting back in the car, thank God. But them fuckers were like they were on it. The second she put that thing down, that kid was lunch.
Oh my god, they're goddamn land sharks, dude.
And
That's
they're fat-
scary.
and they're
That's
fast
gotta
as
be
fuck,
fucking
too.
scary too. Holy shit.
Yeah, cheetahs they're an efficient animal.
Don't put your kid down. Don't be an open carry. And everyone's on Khabib's
And,
side.
yep, Khabib's winning.
And Khabib's winning. Yep. Yep.
And you should train both gi and no gi.
Yes. Yes. Because that's what jiu-jitsu is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it started as gi.
Right.
When did do you think no gi came around?
How did that come up? How did that come up? As in, like, yeah, I don't want to do
'cause
jiu-jitsu.
ADCC was always no gi.
Right.
Maybe it was because they could then incorporate like catch
You know,
wrestling and,
you know, somebody be like, ah, damn it, this shit's fucking hot. Let's not do this. Huh? You got shorts? Get on the mat. Let's go roll in shorts.
yeah. I don't know. That's a great question.
Or is it
We should find that out.
like it's Sambo bottoms and then like a running top?
That's what I'm saying. Like I think they probably did it so they can incorporate wrestling with jiu-jitsu.
It was like catch wrestling and then actually
Yep.
like Greco-Roman wrestling
Yep.
and then like kickboxing at the same time. I don't know.
just to incorporate all different
We
styles.
gotta look this up. Sammy, you got homework?
She's thrilled.
Not on the video, but dismissed like usual.
Yeah. Like usual.
Like usual. Oh, dude. You know what I bought yesterday?
What'd you buy?
A salt lamp.
A salt lick?
lamp.
Lamp. Like a Himalayan. I'm like a salt
Himalayan
lamp. Like, what are
salt
you doing
lamp.
with this?
You ever use one of those?
No,
You ever got
I've
one?
seen them though.
Okay, so the
Do you
idea
think it
is,
works?
I don't know. You Google it and they're like, it fucking works. Creates negative ions, changes mood. It's got a nice. I mean, it's got nice lighting. I guess you know what I mean.
I don't know.
$20. I've been trying
It's
it
getting
out.
a little too hippie for me sometimes.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
I don't know.
Do you brush your teeth with
Charcoal?
charcoal?
I have.
Have you?
Yep.
That's getting too hippie. A salt lamp's getting too hippie. You brush your teeth with charcoal.
It did actually work for a little bit though.
Did it?
Yeah, and then I kind of got obsessed with whitening my teeth, so then I started buying the white strips.
You know how dumb that is. People don't naturally have white as fuck
No.
teeth.
I want to keep them like where they're white, but they're naturally white. Not like there's people out there. I'm like, I was just watching a YouTube video where this guy's teeth are like Jesus,
Yeah, bad.
just so white, like it's like insanely white. You know, like
Well, veneers, right?
Yeah,
What
exactly.
is that? The caps over the regular teeth, right?
yeah, they like fill them in to make them better.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that, man.
Some people
gotta
though-
take a moral stand on that.
I know some people that had terrible teeth though. and
Brush your
got
teeth
them
3 times a day. That's all you gotta do.
3 times a day. Do you floss?
No.
I floss on a regular basis. I feel like you can tell people that don't floss because they have that smell to their breath. It's just like she's like, there's somebody here. Obviously, I'm not going to say names, but there's somebody here where I'm like, man, I just don't think they floss because it's got that smell. Like when you floss, like the shit between your teeth.
Yeah.
That smell, like when they talk, I'm like,
Ugh. Floss. Add it to the list of what you learned on number 26. Floss.
I
feel like I
used
gotta go
to
home
hate
and floss now.
flossing. I used to hate flossing, and now I've gotten like more obsessed with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know. I don't like going to the dentist, and it's been a long time, and I don't want to have a reason to go. So I'll floss.
Oh, it's gross.
I like the little picks. The picks in your teeth. I hate regular.
Oh, you're right. The things that hold the.
The strand.
Yeah.
I have a good story. My dad got gingivitis really bad because
Gingivitis.
Gingivitis.
Gingivitis,
Ginger.
yeah. Gingivitis is
It's
something
for redheads.
different. Something different, I think, on the internet.
So he got his gums were like really infected because he drank a ton of soda. So that's like you gotta
with
stop
the
drinking.
sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tons of soda. So then my dad like got so fucking obsessed with flossing. This guy picks his teeth nonstop. Like when I bought this truck from him,
Yeah.
fucking toothpicks all on the inside,
Yeah.
gum. He always has gum everywhere.
Yeah.
Gum, toothpicks, and then at home he'll floss constantly.
Yeah.
It's like, jeez. So he went like from the opposite end of the spectrum to like now really over obsessive.
Yeah. Addictive personalities, like we just talked
for
about.
sure.
All right,
But
what time are we at, Sammy? 56. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's good.
Everyone's here. I want to go fucking roll.
I know,
think.
you fuckers.
Great conversation.
I'll see you. I'll be rolling with you guys tomorrow after work.
Hell yeah. Roll there. All right.
I wish somebody would do like an open mat, afternoonish on.
Well, so you got Saturdays. Oh, on Sundays, afternoonish? Yeah, that'd be
be
nice.
hard.
That'd be nice. All right, I'm getting my roll on. Number 26 out. Thanks, Evan.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening. Please like and share Fight Horizon on Facebook, follow on Instagram, and drop by fighthorizon.com for more episode details, deals, and show dynamics. Like always, fight the horizon.